Welcome to the Tech Show. I'm Sonia Gavankar, and this week we have an expert who knows what happens when we can't get our stuff as fast as we want. Also, we have good news for women in the gig economy. And of course, another gadget tries to take my money. All that and more coming up on the Tech Show. And now it's time for the latest. Facebook will be removing some of President Donald Trump's misleading re-election campaign ads from its platform, according to CNN. The ads were asking people to respond to what was presented as an official district census, but redirected people to his campaign site. A spokesperson for Facebook said in an email to The Verge, there are policies in place to prevent confusion around the official U.S. Census, and this is an example of those being enforced. The surveys in the ads, which were not part of any official U.S. Census surveys, include questions about what news outlets participants read and collected personal information such as age, name, and contact information. Popular Info reported. One question asked if survey takers think Nancy Pelosi and the radical left are putting their personal anti-Trump agenda ahead of what's best for the American people. That's a quote. Facebook's 2020 census rules prohibit misinterpretation of government involvement in the census. The Trump campaign did not respond to a request for comment. In other fake news, apps related to COVID-19 have started to propagate on both Android and Apple app stores, but Apple is rejecting any and all coronavirus-related mobile software not from recognizing health organizations or the government. CNBC also reports that Google is not returning any results for coronavirus-related searches on the Play Store, although it's unclear at this time if Google is restricting the approval of new apps too. Google does, as CNBC points out, have existing policies against apps that deny the existence of major tragic effects. Apps that lack reasonable sensitivity toward or capitalize on a natural disaster, atrocity, conflict, death, or other tragic event. And apps that appear to profit from a tragic event with no discernible benefit to the victims. Apple and Google are far from the only companies taking measures to cut down on content that either peddles misinformation or seeks to exploit the ongoing outbreak for financial gain. Facebook, the company's Instagram subsidiary, and Twitter have instituted bans on coronavirus misinformation. And Amazon is currently grappling with waves of new product listings that are exploiting the situation by either claiming to provide cures or protection against COVID-19, or price gouging health items like hand sanitizers and face masks. Ride-sharing company Lyft has advised its San Francisco employees to go home after learning one staff member was in contact with someone exposed to coronavirus or COVID-19. The team member was not exhibiting any symptoms and is in touch with medical professionals, Lyft spokesperson Alexandra Lamanna told TechCrunch. Lamanna also said that Lyft HQ will be having an enhanced cleaning process. The response is another in a slew of companies, especially tech companies, sending employees home to limit the chance of coronavirus spreading among the staff. Amazon, LinkedIn, Microsoft, and Google also advised some staff to work remotely based on fears of exposure. The ripple effect of COVID-19 on tech doesn't stop at employees. A number of high-profile conferences have been canceled, including Facebook's F8 conference and Google's physical part of Cloud Next. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Over 70 years of experience in heart and aviation, the members of the Association of Flight Attendants know the realities of the aircraft cabin better than anyone. We don't just serve drinks, we save lives. We don't just negotiate contracts, we move major policy issues like the smoking ban, no knives on planes, clean water, and safe food on board. The air we breathe matters, and we stop the spraying of poisonous pesticides. The Association of Flight Attendants. Stronger together, better together.
looking for remote work as a side gig or because you just don't feel like being in a clump of cubicles right now, Fiverr, the gig economy platform that allows workers to set a price and mass market almost any freelance service, is a good place to start. And it's an even better place for women, as according to new data the company released to Adweek, women are earning 19% more than men on the platform overall, and about 3% more as a per project basis. The numbers are global, suggesting that women who compete directly with men on Fiverr are able to win in ways they might not normally be able to. At Fiverr, women even make up 50% of the C-suite. The gender pay gap is alive and well in 2020. On average, American women earn just 81% of how much their male counterparts are paid. In the gig economy, the gap can be even bigger. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that male independent contractors make anywhere from 21 to 28% more than women. Fiverr CMO Gali Arnand said of her company, quote, "We believe that on Fiverr, people are evaluated on the quality of their work rather than their gender, sexual orientation, race, and religion. Businesses choose to work with them because of the credentials on their profile, a visible portfolio of work, and reviews from past clients." Arnand continued, stating, "In this type of environment, anyone starts out equal and on the same level, charging whatever they deem their experience and time to be worth. With no preliminary assumptions, prejudices, or limitation, women are able to flourish." The women aren't just earning more money on Fiverr. The company says that women on its platform are also getting hired for gigs more often than men who offer the same services. Jennifer Shaley, a social media marketing consultant on Fiverr, said of her experience, quote, "None of my clients judge me for who I am as a person. They're simply looking at the successful work that I've produced. I'm able to charge what I want for the completion of projects, work from wherever I want, and best of all, it has given me a sense of financial and emotional security that I've never felt before." Happy Women's History Month. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of The Tech Show after this short break. Welcome back to The Tech Show. I can't tell you how many people I know who are so frustrated with themselves after losing one AirPod. You see those lonely single AirPods listed on Craigslist and other sites all the time, with people either looking to offset the cost of a new pair or save a little money since they only lost one of them. Well, if this is you, stop scrolling through eBay. Our friends at Unbox Therapy may have 2020's AirPod killers on this week's field test.
Lou, I want something like AirPods, but I don't want to spend $150, $160, $200. I actually get this question asked frequently, and so that's where this product comes in. We just received the new Oppo Enco Free, and they are true wireless earbuds. Of course, they look a lot like AirPods. I feel like we're in a situation now where it's a kind of ain't broke, don't fix it mentality, where the AirPods have been so successful that it's impossible to imagine some other kind of form factor emerging. This is what people want. People want AirPods, so headphones are gonna look like AirPods. Now, I have a couple of other earbuds on the table, obviously. We have the classic AirPods. Those are both AirPods too. These ones are just painted black. This is from a previous episode where we checked out the new Galaxy Buds. They fit in between from a price perspective. Obviously, around 130 bucks, something like that. But these new Enco Frees are going to be the cheapest of the bunch on the table. They're around 100 bucks. So I think that's a pretty substantial savings. And if you're in the market for something like this, I think it's worth paying attention to, and that's why we're here. What does it say for features here? Binaural simultaneous Bluetooth transmission, okay, full wireless, ultra dynamic speaker, powered by a 13.4 millimeter ultra dynamic, equipped with FPC positioning system. AI uplink noise cancellation during calls. So noise cancellation, but only during calls, not during music. And the coolest feature is slide and tap. So all the controls for the buds are going to be right along the earbud itself. I have intuitively myself with AirPods at times reached up to interact with them and then remembered, oh, I can't do certain functions that I would with over-the-ear headphones, other models that I use where you can tap the side and do things, turn the volume and so forth. These ones do that. That's pretty cool. This actually comes with flexible silicone tips as well. and battery life is 5 plus 20 hours, 5 hours and then 20 hours inside the case. Okay, so it's all fairly promising at the moment, and I think $100 is a pretty nice price point. It's the upper end of what a person who is just sort of casually looking to improve their headphones. I think $100 is kind of where some people draw the line. So to get it in under 100, I think will attract some people. Inside the package, quick start, true wireless, cool. This is the case. So it's a little bit bigger than AirPods, but I don't think that's a huge deal. For most people, that's still tremendously portable. Huge advantage for me right away, which is the fact that it charges over USB Type-C. Now we got to listen to them and see how they stack up. Now, of course, I've been using the Galaxy S20 Ultra, so I'll be trying them out with this device, though they'll work on any device that supports the Bluetooth. You may have some extra integration if you use with an Oppo device, I'm not sure. All right, so first up, the medium ear tip on the right earbud. Okay, medium feels pretty good. Small ear tip on the left earbud. All right, so the effect here, this feels more like a traditional AirPod. I can hear my surroundings, there's less isolation, but it also feels like it could fall out easier. So it's halfway between. It's kind of the best of both. If you choose to leave the pre-installed ear tip, you have a very AirPod in and out experience. If you want something more fitted, you put the bigger ear tip on. I must say right now, it's discernible to me the right-left ear situation, so I'm just gonna get on with it and swap out this ear tip too, because the better seal is evident. I'm just getting a much fuller sound on the medium ear tip. It goes to show you how much of this earbud experience has to do with just the fit, getting the right fit, and how many people are walking around there with a bad fit. There's a lot of people walking around in public, they got a bad earbud fit, and they're not even using the full potential of the bud. So it's a tap to pause play. Works perfectly. How about if I swipe? So swiping down goes forward, and up goes back. It's very fast. And this is incredibly convenient. That touchpad, it's intuitive. It's like, it's what your brain intuitively wants to do that. Oh, there's different colors. Okay, so you can get them in black. They just sent us the white ones. The AirPod, the most AirPod version, I would of course pick them up in black if it was up to me. I know a lot of people that really wanted AirPods but didn't like the price, went out and bought a variety of TWS earphones, earbuds that were out there on the market that were kind of replicas of AirPods or even if they looked a little bit different. And the problem with a lot of those models, it's hard for me to ever truly recommend them because of the connection issues, where you would have one ear pairs up and then the other bud pairs to that ear. So with the higher end earbuds, they would both instantly connect immediately, like Galaxy Buds or AirPods. It looks like they've got similar tech in here with the simultaneous Bluetooth transmission instead of pairing one earbud then to the next. The earliest fully wireless earbuds I ever tested on the channel were like that, and I would have dropouts on one ear because your head's in the middle and it's trying to connect across your, you know what I'm saying, Will? And in my case, a lot of density there.
We're going to find out how COVID-19 has affected what and how we buy when we come back from this break. Stay tuned for more of The Tech Show.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there is only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call 1-800-468-9503 now. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrex material, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that provides strength and durability, far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Call 1-800-468-9503 today and get 20% off your entire order with this exclusive TV offer. Again, that's 800-468-9503 for 20% off. Plus, get no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments for 12 months. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Call 1-800-468-9503 now.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Operators are standing by. Call 800-834-5874. That's 800-834-5874. Again, 800-834-5874. That's 800-834-5874.
Welcome back to the Tech Show. Coronavirus has not only affected our jobs and our sports and our schools, it has also affected the how and the when of us getting our things. From handbags and furniture to wheelchairs and stethoscopes, many of the things we order online originate in Asia. And even if they're built in the United States, the parts come from all over the world. So what happens when we can't get those parts? Hitendra Chakravarty has spent more than 30 years in progressive technology building a $100 million tech company in India. He is now a professor at the supply chain department of WP Carey School of Business at Arizona State University, and probably one of the best people to ask these questions to. Hello, Hitendra. Welcome to the Tech Show.
It's my pleasure.
So when we talk about a global supply chain, is that just the process of getting materials to make a certain thing, like a phone or a meal?
Yeah, it's actually as simple as you articulated. And let me expand that a little bit. To get the right material by multiple parties, right quantity, the right cost, coordinated across multiple countries, and you repeat it millions of times, right? While ensuring consistent quality, consistent customer service, competitive price, so at least we make profit out of it. And by the way, managing the return of the product also, and ensuring that that return is sustainable. Yeah, it's a very simple process of just making a phone or a meal.
What about things that are relatively easy to make, like toilet paper and hand sanitizer? Why are we running out of those?
That's a very interesting question. Running out of any product has got nothing to do about how complex it is or how easy it is to make. So, if Sonia, there are people in companies that are called forecasters, and they have complicated software that allow them. What they do is they take data, historical data of how they have sold toilet paper in this case, and then they take intelligent guesses on what will be the demand in the future. And then they will use some other, they will also say how much time will it take in the transportation, how much time would it take as a safety stock if something goes wrong. And they all put it together, they munge it into a nice little software somewhere, and out pops a number which is sent overseas to China. And there is a manufacturer sitting over there, and the manufacturer is given that number, and the manufacturer then has to plan its working capital, plan raw material, people, factories, and the stuff gets manufactured. What happened is this crazy demand, in order to recover from it, I'll give you an example. If you're on a boat, you push the bow of the boat down under the water, and suddenly it'll pop back up like a cork. And then it'll oscillate a few more times up and down before it stabilizes. Exactly the same effect will happen in a supply chain because the demand has gone so high up. In order to stabilize, you cannot just put the boat straight into the water after pushing it down. It has to go through its natural courses. It's called the bullwhip effect.
How do we keep ourselves informed and prepared but not panicked? What should we pay attention to?
That's a very, very good question. There are a few things that are going to change across the market as I see after this. And then I'll talk to you about how should we stay informed. One of them is that people are going to what we call near sourcing. At least a portion of the manufacturing people will start to make it here in the US, 10%, 15%, just to be safe. It'll cause high cost, but think of it as an insurance. The second will be, as I said, there will be some more inventory that will be stored across the globe that was not done before. And third is, a lot of people don't understand this, but the same company that manufactures a product, I'll give you an example, iPhone. The model that is being manufactured today, Apple is already working with the likes of Foxconn on development of newer models. So there are parallel supply chains being worked on. My guess is that, I don't know about Apple, but a lot of the other companies will be segregating their new product development supply chain from the manufacturing supply chain so that the risks are mitigated.
Thank you, Hitendra. We'll be back with Take My Money after this last break. Now it's time for Take My Money, where this week we have what its inventors are calling the anti-smartwatch. Does that mean it's just dumb?
It's getting harder and harder to stay focused. Our smartwatches are telling us to stand up, they give us a breaking news alert, the phone's ringing, and we're not focused on the conversation right in front of us. My name is Alex Wellen.
And I am Dave Prince. And we are the co-inventors of Prompt, the first eyes-free, modern-day timepiece that prompts you to stay prompt.
No larger than a silver dollar, no thicker than a stack of 4 quarters, smooth to the touch. The concave coin cradles your thumb. Touching it triggers haptic feedback. 1 pulse for the first 15 minutes, 2 pulses for the second, 3 for the third, 4 vibrations for the last 15 minutes. So let's say you're in the middle of a meeting scheduled to end at 9:30. 2 pulses tell you still have time. 3 pulses, you're late.
Yeah, it kind of does mean it's dumb. This is a watch that vibrates every 15 minutes. Sorry, Prompt, it's time for me to keep my money. Thanks for joining us this week. Follow us at The Tech Show TV and join the conversation. Check you later. Oh, it's time for me to do something.